and the attack. Now, it's 11 plus 6 equals 17. That misses. He's got 18 now. That's the Hulk you're talking about. That's the Hulk. Hulk! Checking claws. Ability. That's claw here. Let's check his zones. Check that zone. Only claw in there. Only claw in here. Only claw in there. That's just claw. Only me. No skip crop. Just Hulk. That is Team Inky Black Point, Big Ballpoint Pen, bordering on pointillism. That part. Bordering on pointillism. Matrix, Descartesian grid, matricy, vertice, laden comic book page array, Hulk claws turn. Hankering for a hunk of that juggernauts. It is Inky Black Point, Big Ballpoint Pens, bordering on pointillisms, Descartesian grid, matricy, vertice, laden comic book page array, Hulk claws turn. And I'm going to start with, so we neglected to check what claw can see in that turn that is incipient to which is this turn, is separated from it by Juggernaut's turn without doing an attack. Let's check him now without checking Hulk. Neglecting Hulk. Only claw in that zone. Only claw here. Only claw there. Now we check Hulk. Hulk was in here. Hulk was in there. Oh, there is no zone peg. The zone peg. I've misplaced the zone peg. But presumably this is it. It looks like a zone peg. And Hulk is the only one in this zone, presumably now. Check this now. That's only Hulk. Juggernaut booked it. Means he's not in any of these. It's not in these two squares of this row transposed down to here or that one. That's sickening. How much movement does Hulk have? Has 11 movement and charge, which means I can move up to 11 and then charge with whatever movement it has left up to 6 of the remaining movement. With 11 movement, they can charge for 6. When you do not see your opponent when you commence, at which point you commence the movement. If the character you will charge, and this infers, prognosticates would be Juggernaut, the only opposing character, which now this has license to fire at will upon sight. Movement attack extension. Let's Hulk move here, please. He's here. Maybe have him move here. Check these. Then check down here. This is blocking. He has how much movement? He has 7 movement. He could escape. He could go down there or up there. I'd like to end up here. Go down here. Once you reach this, now this can see all of these. Oh, that's this zone. We have a zone for that. No pink, no Montonian Juggernaut there. It's not in any of these. Or those. That's on the way there, so that's here. Now we're going to move here. Do we see anything more? No. Oh, we could also see these from here. You can see this one, and this one. No one's in there. That's here. Now we're moving here. You can now see that one. No one's there. We're going to now be in here. Now we can see, we check these. Not in that one. Now we can see up here. He's in here. He just walked around the corner. Let's see, here, from here, how many squares is it? We moved 3. It was all those squares of looking, only 3 movement. There's no zone particularly for that. If you start messing with the zones do help, but they are only ancillary in the task of bordering on black box C with classes, high function language, coding, assistance in allocated resources for game testing. You will not test my powers of the functions. Take this, if and function Python. Plan B, respect the obelisk. With 3 movement, we have 8 left, which means I can definitely charge you for 6. It's making this so that I'm pushing to do this, pushing to do it. I'm pushing to attack you. Now we're going to charge. It would be based with you as soon as it does this. It could run around here too, so that it can be over here instead. Because I have 6 movement. I could 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's do that instead. That way, if you're going to run away in this direction, or maybe I should keep here because this you can go further down here, so I won't do that. You should not have opened that if it were not going to make that move. We're just going to do this, so that if you run down here, it would be closer. At this point, we would now announce the attack on the juggernaut. And claw. Moved over here. Phasing teleported. Portentous. And that is Team Blackpoint, Inky Blackpoint, Big Ballpoint Pen, Dewpoint J Shabag, bordering on pointillism, the Cartesian grid, matrices, vertices, laden comic book page array, Hulk Claw's turn. Announcing an attack on the Hulk. 11 on your 18. Still 18? He has toughness this time. Okay, so with 4 damage, this might be it. We got 7. That hits 18. That hits Hulk for 4 damage. He has toughness. He takes 3 damage. That's it for Hulk. Take your action tokens where you're there. Team Inky Blackpoint, Big Ballpoint Pen, bordering on pointillism, matrices, vertices, laden, Descartesian, graph, grid, comic book page array, sans, Hulk, claw turn. This is turn. We've got that Saxon, ancient Nordic S, plural, there. Yeah, that's where claw is. I'm gonna put, that's the zone, I'm gonna check that zone. Nope, just claw. Only claw there. And see this square. Also see these. Should probably start from here, because Claw would not be able to see these if, let's say, there were a character here, here, or here. These. And there's Juggernaut. Juggernaut would obstruct visibility to these. Start with those of the precedent that would not require the line of sight of the other squares to see them.
I would not require any of these squares to see this one, so start with that one. This was part of this zone, which we checked already, so we'll start with that one and this one. And juggernaut wasn't that one, so we don't see any of these or that one. Okay, and you can see this one though, and no one's in there. And juggernaut is up.
Yeah, you wanna play? You wanna play? Okay, we can do it. I'm gonna hit you with a phasing teleport. I could go onto that perch and be invincible and be able to do anything that would end the game, but I'm going to try and fight you. I'm going to do try and hit you with penetrating psychic blast. You can't be targeted by penetrating psychic blast. That is the forms of domination. You negate the ability to even callously call it. It's one thing to say if you can reduce penetrating damage, but you can't be targeted by it. Nope. You don't even get to say, I reject you saying that. How dare you? I can't penetrate into the veil of your being with my language. You have a colloquial retort that affronts your para-practice reinforced affronted neurological narrative that gives you a meaning, your life, of psychological privilege that is now unassailable as a result of the HeroClix regulations, and mayhaps legal international state legislation. Ooh! Claw is going to fire on Juggernaut with 10 penetrating psychic blast on an 18 defense. We got 6 and 5. That's 11. 11 that hits a 21. That was uncalled for.
I mean, that was uncalled for.
You are a being of rather large musculature, approaching me in an ominous, portentous, almost portentous fashion.
Penetrating psychic.
Oh, no penetrating psychic blast. Don't you laugh at me. Juggernaut's roll. 5. So Juggernaut gets a total of 11? 9. It's a total of 9. Claw gets 6. Is that enough? That's the maximum die roll, but is his damage plus that? 6? I think that they matched out, even. But Juggernaut has to be lower in order to be hurt, so that still was pointless. Took damage for that. My therapist told me to run. Richard Coleman said to run telepathically, and I didn't listen to him. We could still talk about your childhood. No! Taking another action and alert you to the fact that now we are attacking you. Prepare to be cratered! 5. 6. 17. That hits exactly. 17. That's 4 damage additional to the push that you took earlier. Still alive. For some reason, this thought that would be the end of you. Now it is Team Inky Black Point, big ballpoint pen bordering on pointillism, Descartesian graph, matrices, vertices, laden grid, sans Hulk, claws turn. Comic book page array, sans Hulk, claws turn. That's what's his face. We're gonna check this zone. Oh, now we got a pink and blue. Alright, so it's Juggernaut and I. He's in this zone. This is guessing. Yes. Okay. Attacking little old me. I have to clear. Can I see anything else? I can see this square. That's about it. Him all in your... Is that he's talking the garbage, a rancid ball weevil, death ruin, cinder derived truncheon, carbon coal deposit feed all up in your grill? This is going to clear, and that's Team Inky Black Point, Ballpoint Pen, DuPont J Shebag, Blue Jay, Didgeridoo player, not Didgeridoo, Didgeridoo da, Tweedledee, Tweedledum, Didgeridoo player. bordering on pointillism, Descartesian graph, matrices, vertices, laden, grid, ballpoint. Yeah, your elaborate southern subtext incorporated metaphors regarding how with what alacrity you shall escort certain people to certain medical institutions. Silence, Sandy, and that guy from the HeroClix things, cheese for testing. This found that the juggernaut was, quite frankly, right perturbingly where they suspected the juggernaut would be. And Claw cleared himself. Inky black point, big ballpoint pen, Descartesian graph bordering on pointillism, matrices, vertices, grid, fractal, grid lattice, laden grid, comic book page array, sans Hulk, Claw's turn. And there's Claw. This is guessing. Yes, there you are. Let's see, just to make sure, just practice, demonstrate, demagogue purposes. I'll pull it out. Pink and blue. Just you is this one, and you and I is purportedly the appropriate grammar, though it rhymes with pink and blue, so me and you. Ta-da! Pink and blue, you and I. Silence! No! And this one. Nobody there. 20 of dark chaotic magic, material refined from the earth by the power and discipline of the mind and moved to the position accumulating upon the surface of or saturating throughout the interior volumes for cosmetic purposes. Material spandex. There will be defecation in it. A myocardio defecation. I have some actions. Let's use them. Let's attack Juggernaut somehow. We're going to take an action and attempt to attack him as if that had ever worked before. 8 on your 18. This needs a 10 now. Needs a 10. When it gets a critical hit. No, but it got doubles and it got 10s. Doubles and 10s. If I hit you, you get knockback. That's 18. It hits 18. Let's see. Juggernaut roll. 6. There's no beating that. There's no beating. He's getting 6s. This has 1 damage. Pointless roll. 2. Even if Juggernaut did not get a 6, the numerical values of their damage are so that it's very unlikely that a 2 would grant Claw success. Claw has failed. That is the perennial victim. Juggernaut's following a Claw there. Is going to try and attack him. That's 9. 6 and 3. That probably... that plus 11. That's 20. That hits your 16. No defenses. 4 damage. You die. You go to the depths of hell with 1 L and you die. It's a cold place. So the ancient Nordic people say. Their tanned selves. And the winner, Juggernaut.